Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Wretched Wrench. Please hit the like button and subscribe so I can eat and move my feet. This one's a little bit crazy. This is actually a car sales disc from the 80s, and it's more like a stand-up club. Enjoy.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you, and welcome to Doug's Body Shop. This place has always been just a little confusing to me. They've got cars in the dining room and probably tables out in the parking lot. It's the only place I know where you can get T-bone outside and T-bird inside. The table setting here, knife, fork, dipstick. The specialty at the bar is a Pennzoil colada. Now, be careful there, sir. That's a 40 weight you're drinking, okay? Not too many. And the old cars here, they're just beautiful, aren't they? And it's not like the heap I drive. My car is so old.
How old is it?
I thought you might catch on there. My car is so old that I drive down the street, tow trucks form a parade behind me. And my car is slow, too.
How slow is it?
You guys are catching on quick here. It's so slow that joggers are running past me going, "Hey, move it or park it, pal." I've got to get one of those new cars. Have you seen the new LTD? It has so many standard luxury features. You know what a luxury is on my car? Wipers. Blinkers that work are a biggie for me. And look at the new generation of Fords. They get great gas mileage. My old car is such a gas guzzler, last year the OPEC oil ministers awarded it their Legion of Merit. Anyhow, we're here to take a sort of offbeat look at new cars, to compare Ford with the competitive models. First off, let me introduce you to a young couple who, well, they're playing with a full deck. It's just been shuffled a few too many times. They're going to compare Ford Escort with Nissan Sentra. How are you going to do that in here? Well, I guess that answers my question. Here they are, Brown and Haglund. Okay, that's the Escort L two-door hatchback and the Sentra standard two-door. Sentra advertises that they offer a lot of standard features. A few quick questions. Does your car have passenger door-operated dome lamps? Reclining passenger seat? Day-night rear-view mirror? A consolette? Carpeting? What about roll-down rear windows? A standard cigarette lighter? I know that Escort has a self-adjusting clutch, deluxe sound insulation, and even an upshift indicator light. Does Sentra offer these features? A lot of little stuff, you say, but it adds up to one big point, that Escort offers many features that today's buyers have come to expect. But it's like trying to compare apples to oranges, because the price leader, Sentra, has only the bare necessities. Not only does Escort offer more standard features, but more choices in hatchbacks, body styles, and series. And what about horsepower? Well, not only does Escort's base 1.6-liter overhead cam engine have more power than Sentra's 1.6-liter engine, Sentra is rated at 35 mpg, while Escort's gas-stingy fuel-saver engine beats Sentra with an EPA estimated mileage of 37 miles per gallon. Let's go from gasoline-powered engines to diesels. Both Escort and Sentra have diesel engines for their two-door fuel-saver models. But only Escort offers a regular diesel option on all L and GL hatchbacks and wagons, 6 models in all. And what an engine that Escort 2-liter diesel is. It was designed from the ground up. It has an industry first, an integral fuel heater filter and water separator. You only have to wait 3 seconds before starting. Ours starts whether you live in Fargo, North Dakota or Miami, Florida. And when it's time to drain the water, a warning light alerts the driver. And it's as simple as this. People buy diesels to give them good fuel economy. So let's compare diesels. EPA estimated mileage of 68 miles per gallon. This car gets better fuel economy than this popular import, even better than this leading import. Now, let's compare hatchbacks. All Escorts are hatchbacks, but Sentra only has one, the XE. So let's pair it off with the Escort GT. While both have sporty blackout styling accents, only Escort GT has a full front air dam, a rear spoiler, and TR performance suspension with Michelin TRX tires. But let's talk roominess. Escort has nearly 6 cubic feet more room inside. What counts is where that extra room is. Aside from the fact that Escort has more headroom front and rear, most of the room is in the rear compartment. The Escort seat is wider and is positioned farther back. It's got more hip room, about 5 inches more leg room, but forget the numbers. It's the stretch-out comfort that counts. Both hatchbacks have dual-fold split-back rear seats, but Escort's unique mechanism makes it a simple matter to fold down the Escort seats. You can do it with one hand. One picture tells it all. Of course, letters like GT and XE suggest lively engines. Both have 1.6-liter engines, but the Escort GT has electronic fuel injection. The Sentra XE has conventional carburation. Electronic fuel injection means more precise metering of fuel, which in turn means more power extracted from each drop of fuel. The GT engine develops 84 horsepower at 5,200 RPM. The XE, 69 horsepower at 5,200. That adds up to 15 more horses. Count them. Or rather, count on them for lively performance. There are a lot of other Escort advantages. For instance, Escort has a 5-mile-per-hour bumper. Sentra's is only a 2.5-mile bumper. That's one reason why Escort is the only car, foreign or domestic, to get reduced insurance rates from Allstate from all 4 major insurance coverages. And Escort's scheduled maintenance costs are only $152 for 50,000 miles. No wonder Ford Escort is the best-selling car in the world, and all at the tender age of 3. So let's hear it for Escort. You know, the Ford engineers have come up with some great fuel-saving ideas in recent years, so that the 1984 Fords save you money while you drive. Now, if they'd only come up with an idea to save me money while I'm parked, like an automatic parking meter feeder. Anyhow, our next performer is a miracle worker. When this guy works, it's a miracle. I'm just kidding, folks. Anyway, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Anyhow, here he is, Larry Thompson.
Thank you. You know, there's lots of magic in your 1984 Ford cars. Technological magic. Behold, Tempo. Ooh. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But compare Tempo, the contoured look of tomorrow, today, to Reliant K, the boxy look of yesterday, today. Form follows function. The function of this bird is to slip through the air with minimum resistance and to hold a stable flight path. Its form is sleek and contoured. The function of Tempo is to slip through the air efficiently and to hold a stable road course. Its form, sleek and contoured. The magic of aerodynamics transforms the shape of a car to reduce wind resistance by 10% and increase the fuel efficiency by 3 to 4%. Compared to older designs like the K car, Tempo has a 16% better coefficient of drag. It slips through the wind easily and efficiently. Not only does this save fuel, but better airflow management means using the wind to improve the way Tempo rides and handles on the road. Yes, form follows function, and Tempo has the shape to slip through the air with ease. The K car, it doesn't quite shape up to Tempo. Even more magic happens when you step on the accelerator pedal and take to the road. It's magic that comes from innovative technology. Both Reliant and Tempo have McPherson struts in the front. But only Tempo has McPherson struts in the rear. Tempo has independent four-wheel suspension. Reliant has independent suspension in the front. Of course, my suspension is completely independent of anything. But I must admit, my flying carpet wasn't really designed to travel on modern roads. Tempo was. The wheels bounce up and down independent of one another, front and rear. The struts and springs absorb the up and down movements of the wheels. Unlike Reliant, Tempo has no solid axle to transmit solid jolts from one wheel to the other. This, plus another bit of Tempo's technological magic, parallel 4-bar link suspension, help both rear wheels keep firm contact on the road, especially when taking sharp turns. I guess that Tempo ride is a little bit like floating on a flying carpet. Those Ford engineers are magicians in their own right. They believe that the true mark of excellence in an automobile suspension is how seldom the driver and passengers ever notice it. But Tempo's four-wheel independent suspension is real. But this suspension, it's only an illusion. They say the hand is quicker than the eye, but not compared to EEC4. EEC4 can give up to 250,000 electronic commands a second. That's something that Tempo has that Reliant doesn't. Reliant does have an electronic feedback carburetor and a combustion computer, but not a complete engine control system that can optimize performance, whether going uphill or downhill, driving in low altitude and high temperatures, in high altitude and low temperatures. That is just a little of the modern magic designed and engineered into Tempo, but not into Reliant. Tempo is today.
Now that's a tricky guy. And you know, he's still got the first dollar that he ever made. And the police have still got the machine that he made it with. I'm in the market for a new car. Now that's serious business. So don't look for jokes here. Like a lot of your customers, I've been shopping. You can learn a lot by shopping. I've been looking at LTD and the Chevrolet Celebrity. I do like the new aerodynamic look of LTD, but that's a subjective judgment. So let's get objective here. I'm going to ask a few rhetorical questions, which means, of course, that you don't have to answer them. I already know the answers, so this gives me a chance to show off what I learned shopping. Let's take the standard features, okay? LTD has steel-belted radial tires. Does Celebrity? No. LTD has 14-inch wheels. Does Celebrity? Nope, 13-inch wheels. LTD has a standard left-hand remote control mirror. Does Celebrity? No. LTD has reclining split bench front seats for both driver and passenger. What about Celebrity? No way. LTD has standard power brakes. Does Celebrity? No, they're optional. LTD has a standard automatic transmission. What about Celebrity? Well, they did last year, but they made it an option this year. The point is that the customer, that's me, gets all those things and more standard with LTD. If you want any of those features on Celebrity, you're going to have to pay extra for them. Yes, you say, but Celebrity is priced lower. The fact is that with the double bonus discount, LTD's average price is $152 below Celebrity, comparably equipped with the 3.8-liter engine. And speaking of options, I could go through that whole yes-no routine again with options. It would only work out the same. LTD offers a lot of innovative options that you just can't get on the Celebrity. Innovative features come from advanced engineering, and to me, that's LTD's most important advantage. Take LTD's new suspension And at the heart of it is nitrogen gas pressurized McPherson-type front struts and rear shocks. LTD can corner like a cat and iron out washboard roads. What goes on between the rubber and the road is cushioned so quickly and so completely by the supple suspension that life inside the car remains unruffled. And with V6s, LTD has the performance edge. LTD has a 3.8-liter V6. Celebrity, a 2.8-liter V6. That's 120 horsepower to 112 horsepower. When it comes to performance power, Celebrity is left behind. LTD is obviously a better choice in my mind. That might just be the car for me, but I'm still considering Escort and Tempo. Any one of them is a winner, I'll tell you. You have some big advantages over the competition in the family car market. Now, let me thank our performers. Not you, the real stars of the day. Your full line of small and mid-sized family cars. Escort, Tempo, and LTD. The family car pace setters for 1984.